Hello, hello, and welcome, or should I say ho, 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 Christmas cousins. I'm Cousin Chad.
And I'm Cousin Seth.
And we're the Christmas cousins, and this podcast is all about a journey where I, Cousin Chad, found out my dear Cousin Seth was not really taking full part in the holiday season. I said, what are you, crazy? I love the holidays. They're so much fun. Let me be your seasonal Sherpa, take you through the seasons, and really take a journey, bring an audience along with us. Along the way, Cousin Seth, we're now over 240 episodes in. You've done it all. You've seen the Christmas movies, from the Hallmark movies to the classics. You've had eggnog. You've had all the treats, and you've got so much more to do. You have a whole new set of challenges coming up now that we're in season 10. But this, Cousin Seth, you produced this episode. You brought us in a guest that I'm very excited to talk about. Now, Cousin Seth, we've done 240 something episodes.
Yes.
You've brought in, this is your second guest.
Right. I like to space them out.
Yes.
So bring in good guests, but yeah.
You do. The other guest was President Barack Obama. So he really nails it. It's just a long, in between a big gap. So, but today's guest, for everybody who wants to know, this is amazing. Everybody who watches these Hallmark movies or loves the holiday season always, I think, wonders, I know I do, what is it like growing up in a real life Hallmark town? So I had Cousin Seth scour every small town in the country, and he found the perfect small real life Hallmark town and someone who's grown up there. So let's welcome Samantha, our guest today from South Haven, Michigan. Samantha, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm really glad to be here.
Yeah, you're welcome. You have your own podcast, Behind the Business Podcast, which, if you haven't listened, you have had Cousin Seth on as a guest. Now, he very rarely appears solo without his safety net of me. And
it's true.
And he was so nervous after. He was like, I don't know how bad. He wasn't even like, could it possibly be good? He just wanted to know how bad it was. And that's just Seth MO, Samantha. You did a great job. Seth did a great job. What did you think about interviewing Cousin Seth solo?
Oh, I thought it was great. I have a background in journalism. I've been doing interviews in various mediums for over 10 years. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of just natural to me to walk into an interview, regardless of who it is, and just kind of sit down and treat them more like a person than an interview subject. That's kind of the goal with my podcast as well, is I like meeting people and I like sitting down with people and learning more about them. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird like that, but I really enjoy that. And I wanted that style to kind of come through more of a conversational tone than A, B, C, question, answer. And I think Cousin Seth did a really good job in playing into that format. So, yeah.
Seth, how did you feel?
Yeah, it definitely took a lot on my part to stay on track. Samantha, she did a producer's job. You keep slapping me with that title, and it's only for surface level appearances and bolstering my resume. Am I really producing? But nobody needs to know that. But yeah, it was good. I mean, it really allowed me time to think through the questions and stuff like that, and kind of my experience with starting Recharge and everything. Because
Recharge plug alert, everybody. Just so you know, Cousin Seth's business, Recharge Coffee, 550 Phoenix Street, South Haven, Michigan. He likes to plug it every 3-4 minutes. So that's his first one, right under the 4-minute mark. That was beautiful, Seth. You're a real pro. So, but what the funny thing was, Samantha, you had this nice interview with Seth, and he's basically texting me after, can you listen? Just let me know how bad it is. I mean, did I ruin everything? Is my future blown up? And I listened. It was totally fine. He did great. But this is the beauty and also the problem for Cousin Seth, his own inner voice. So that's what you have to deal with, Seth. But it was great.
Yeah.
It is difficult hearing your own voice. I do a little bit of editing, but I also have a friend that helps me edit. I just send him the recording, and he removes a lot of the ums and ahs and all of that. And when
Did he remove 3 hours of Seth's interview then? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no. Yeah, so I just lost my train of thought.
That's okay. That Well, that's right. Cousin Seth does that to us. We get starstruck. It happens to me all the time. I understand. So let's get into this. So everybody, like I said, every Hallmark Christmas movie, we're watching it. the camera pans across a snow-covered main street. There's twinkle lights in the shop windows. The neighbors wave. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Seth. Everybody knows each other, maybe since kindergarten. The air smells like cocoa and pine. There's carolers maybe off to the side. So we've mostly only seen that small town Christmas on TV. But you actually grew up in one. You grew up in South Haven, Michigan, a town that is so charming from what I understand that it practically jingles. I mean, this is like, it's cozy coffee shops, Recharge Coffee, 550 Phoenix Street, parades, farm markets, lakeside lights. Yeah, community spirit, all this stuff. So I really want to know, what exactly is it as great as it, in your experience, as it as great as it seems? To me, it sounds fantastic. So let's paint a picture. What does South Haven look and feel like, first of all, when the holidays roll around?
I mean, it really is a time where the community, the residents that live here really come together and, try to make the town look nice and put together all of these events. But I do want to go back to what you said about growing up in South Haven. Mm-hmm. I actually did not grow up in South Haven. I've lived here for 4 years. But I grew up in Bridgman, Sawyer area, which is about 45 minutes from here. But all of these small towns, they're all Hallmark Christmas towns.
Okay. So you did, okay, I was going to say, if Seth booked you as a small town, like Detroit, this would not be the best.
No, still small town.
Okay.
But
so
it is
growing up, I'm sorry, Omaha, Nebraska, never mind.
So you grew up in Manhattan, Samantha. And,
of course.
Right, okay. Okay, so you did grow up in a small, and was it a Hallmark-style town? And you've been in South Haven enough to know about that as well. So what, in your small town, your experience, we'll talk about.
Well, a lot of the small towns around here have similar ways of going about the Christmas season. So every town, at least in my experience in the Southwest Michigan area, they tend to have a Christmas market for families and kids. A lot of places have like Santa, meet with Santa. Most towns have a tree lighting ceremony. Dog parades have become a big thing in communities within the past 10, 15 years or so. St. Joe, actually, it's about 20, 25 minutes from South Haven. They've been doing one that I have actually been a part of. They've been doing this for like 25 years.
A dog parade?
Yes.
A dog Christmas parade.
Oh.
Yeah.
You must be doing the circuit. You did the South Haven one too, or for Halloween.
Kind of going to, I'm sure we may touch on this, but kind of going into Christmas traditions. My grandfather was really involved in the dog parades, and he would always like take me with him. So I am just by association really involved in really any kind of Christmas dog parade. I actually I do the one in Bridgman every year. I do the one in St. Joe. And
I've never heard of a Christmas dog parade. What are they're dressed up for Christmas? Not like I've seen Halloween dog parades, a Christmas one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And in St. Joe, they actually shut all of Main Street down because there are hundreds of people. Hundreds.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems to get bigger every year. The one in South Haven this year, I had read they're going to close down the street for that one too, and they usually do because they do a parade with Santa, and some of the businesses they walk. The Alban Humane Society they also walk, but everybody gets into costume and celebrates the Christmas spirit.
Does the town look like in the Hallmark movies where the lamppost, the shop windows, the whole works, everything's really decorated?
Yeah. Yeah, especially in St. Joe, they, at least I think they still do like a Christmas window contest.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if they do it in South Haven or not. I don't think they do. But both towns have a tree lighting ceremony, and usually it's in either the first or second weekend of December. Actually, I think South Haven does it like the day after Thanksgiving because so many communities around us have tree lighting ceremonies. They want to give people the chance to go to each one. But I guess to answer your question, it is very much like a Hallmark movie set to the point that I feel like locals kind of take it for granted. It's just like, oh, this is happening again. It's fun. But, if we miss it, we'll catch it next year. And not to say that it's bad. It's kind of like, okay, during mine and cousin Seth's interview, we were talking about how he was from Chicago, and the beaches in Chicago, if you can even call it that, are much more different than the ones in Michigan.
Yes.
And we kind of take that for granted because it's just there.
Right. Yeah. You can see behind me, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have the South Haven Lighthouse. Seth sends me pictures. I love the beach. I've grown up as a surfer, and he sends me pictures. It looks like you're looking at the ocean and a beautiful beach. And I could not imagine. I couldn't believe that. And it's legit. And people actually, I know they do surf there. That looks fantastic in the South Haven area. But okay, so they decorate it. So when you were growing up, because I don't know the weather, I'm in North Carolina now, the weather there, is it snowing primarily, or is there snow on the ground around Christmas time? Because that's we need that to really get the Hallmark Christmas vibe.
When I was a kid, there was a lot of snow. You know, I don't know what has happened over the years per se, but as I've gotten older, there has been less and less snow around Christmas. It tends to come now in like January. But when I was growing up, I mean, I remember snow starting as early as Halloween.
Wow.
And then carrying over into the Christmas season. But just within the past 10 years or so, I can also recall Christmases that have been like sunny and 60 degrees.
Oh,
like Midwest weather, you know, what are you going to do? It's kind of unpredictable at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. You get that fluke 80-degree day in February.
Yep. That'd be nice though.
Into March. Yeah. But they're predicting snow for this weekend in South Haven.
They are.
I mean, nothing significant, but I was like, already. So.
Oh, that's cool. This weekend, huh? Oh, fun.
Yeah, like
Seth, can you hit that button again? Because now you sound really low. So I think I'd rather have the echo and the volume. So
sorry.
Yeah, that sounds better, I think. So, so that's interesting. So it's going to snow there this weekend. So Samantha, you now live in South Haven full-time year round?
Yep.
Okay. And you have been to Recharge?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, it's been to Recharge Coffee. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
The first time, yes, it was out of pretty much everything. I felt so bad.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I remember that. Yeah.
You and your husband came in, and it was just like I'll get this. It's like, just like that's like an offer. Is like a hot drip coffee on a 95-degree day. So,
well, I mean, we weren't even thinking really. It was 4th of July weekend. We'd just gotten back from a bike ride, and we were like, yeah, we're tired. Let's go to get a cup of coffee. Oh, I know this new place. And didn't even think that there's been thousands of people through here over the past day and a half.
It was insane. It was crazy, but just good fun to have.
Samantha, Seth is somewhat of a small town celebrity now. I mean, he has actually, I don't know if you know, people come into his store that are fans of his from the podcast to see him. People come in wearing the Christmas cousin shirts and everything. Really? His coworkers are like, wow, what's going on here? So I think maybe in the small town, I understand they might be changing South Haven to Seth Haven because he's becoming a real local celebrity. Is this true, or is it a rumor I'm starting, Samantha? What have you heard?
I mean, I feel like that one's a rumor.
Really?
Honestly, I haven't heard that, but I suppose it's possible.
Yeah.
You get a big enough ego around town, sure, maybe.
Right.
Maybe the South Haven Council.
Rubbing elbows with some of the big players in town.
Yeah, there was a time there in the late 90s, they almost changed it to Seth Chicago from Chicago, which is, it happens wherever he goes. So remember the Jersey Seth Shore when you lived in Jersey for a while?
I remember that. That was one I was hoping it would stick.
That's right.
Nice rebranding for the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I think we needed it at the time too. Okay, so Samantha, do you watch these Hallmark movies yourself? Are you a fan?
I do. I am more a fan of the so bad it's good kind of Hallmark
I think that's most of them.
Yeah, or like the super cheesy stuff that like it's not necessarily entertainment, but it's more entertainment for your emotions almost. Like it doesn't make sense, but to your emotions it makes sense. Like that's kind of the kind of stuff that I like. But I also really like one that I watch every year is Holiday in Handcuffs.
We're not in safe harbor. I don't know if you can talk about
Okay, let me explain. So
do you have to be 18 and older to watch this movie? What's going on here?
Gosh. Okay. No, it is a Hallmark movie. It's starring Melissa Joan Hart and Mario Lopez.
Okay.
And it's basically really funny, like almost like Stockholm syndrome. Like she actually does, like, I don't want to give too much away, but she actually does like kidnap him.
Really?
And, yeah, and like take him to her family, and then the whole movie is like them falling in love, and it's just like this would never happen in real life.
And it
Seth,
takes place during Christmas?
Yes.
Okay,
Seth,
I was saying,
that's how you can meet someone, Seth. How you're going to find your love? Handcuffs.
Yeah, this is paralleling a lot of my storyline for the script I'm writing. It's like Misery meets Hallmark.
Kind of.
Instead of being shackled to the bed, I'm going to take you to family festive events and
Yeah.
Wow.
Holiday in Handcuffs. I think we should watch it.
Yeah.
Seth, you're going to kidnap someone, force them to spend the holidays with Uncle Joel. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not doing that to anybody. Myself.
Be your own Stephen King novel. You don't just spread it. That's so. So, a Holiday in Handcuffs. Are you sure that sounds like a Lifetime movie? Is it a Hallmark or possibly
It's
Lifetime?
either Hallmark or Lifetime. I can't remember which one.
Okay,
Which
giving Lifetime, I think, with the handcuffs and the Stockholm syndrome and the kidnapping and the felony.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Wow.
right in line with a pregnancy pack kind of seasonal movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but with a Christmas
no, I've
tree.
seen that one too.
It's definitely Lifetime.
The ornament pact. We're all going to get the same ornament this year. So is in these movies, a lot of it is the camaraderie with the community, Samantha, where everybody seems to know everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the vibe in the town you grew up in? Is that the vibe in South Haven? And is it good or bad? Because I know if they know you, it's cool, but maybe it's a little bit too constricting in too small town.
So yeah, I would say in most of the small towns around us, it is kind of a, everybody knows everybody kind of vibe. I feel like in South Haven, it's a little bit more spread out than when I grew up. I mean, I definitely know people around town. I know a lot of the business owners, but that's just because I network, and try to promote myself through my podcast and try to meet people that way. Like, for example, when I was growing up, like I literally went to school with the same 60 kids. We all knew each other. We all knew their parents. Some of them are still in the Bridgman, St. Joe area today.
Right.
So
has there ever been any bad ones where it's like everyone knows and they're just like, there's like a really gossipy, terrible person or something in town that you can't get rid of? And if so, what's their name?
Right. Yeah, if you want to out them right now, particularly in South Haven.
Yeah.
I'm not
I don't know if I've been in South Haven long enough to really get in that much on the gossip, especially since there's not a whole lot of people who live here year round that are my age.
Right.
The average South Haven resident, like tax-paying resident, I think they're like ages 45 to 60.
Okay.
So it's a little bit older crowd here, especially in the winter. Great example. Most of my street are snowbirds. Like in the winter,
okay.
It's silent. There's nobody here on my street. I've got 2 neighbors that are full-time residents, but that's it.
Okay. So but that's after the holidays. The holidays,
Yes.
Everybody kind of still sticks around and then they leave and they head to Florida or wherever, Arizona or wherever it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually people start to trickle out around October.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, so they don't stick around. Okay. So interesting. I do have a question about South Haven. Seth, did you have a question? Because I had a South Haven specific question.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying after Labor Day, I mean, you saw it fall off considerably. And then it's like some, locals started to say shuffle back out and stuff. And you're seeing a little more. But yeah, I think the run up to Christmas, it's probably pretty, sparse as far as people. And then afterwards, it just like January, February, March, it just clears out completely. I was up there last year for New Year's Eve, and I mean, it was beautiful, but yeah, there's nothing going.
It was pretty empty then?
Yeah, I mean, other than the stuff down, on Phoenix Street, but
yeah,
going on.
They do shut the main strip of downtown down for New Year's Eve, and all the bars got stuff going on. It actually is a pretty big event for the community, especially during the winter.
Seth, you should be open then. Hangover helper like New Year's Day or something. Why not? Maybe a lot of people, they'd appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I know we'll be out definitely open till the end of the year. So
Okay.
it's and then a handful of days after that. And then there's the big Icebreakers Festival. And
Yeah,
so
that's a
Oh,
big one
wow.
too.
And that's a
yeah,
winter fest where a lot of people come for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yep, and
love
that
it.
yeah,
gets
That's
pretty
cool.
big too. I really like Icebreaker in particular because it is big, but it's local big. You know what I mean? Everybody comes
Ah,
out for it, but it's not like over flooding with people like Fourth of July.
yeah,
And that's kind of where you see everybody that you know in town, because it's an opportunity for people to kind of get out of their house,
right. After
and
being cooped
actually go
up
do
too.
something. I think that's the main takeaway from Icebreaker is just to get the community involved in the off season.
Well, Samantha, you work as a bud tender. Is that
I
correct?
do.
Is that the term?
Hmm.
Bud tender. And Seth, you met as being one of your loyal customers. Am I allowed to
yeah,
discuss this?
yeah. That's fine. It
There's
wasn't
not.
that doesn't have to be for me. It could have been for anybody.
That's
That's
right.
true.
That's true. But it was for you, Seth. And how many rewards points does he have? Do you know, or do you have to look it up?
I would have to look it up. I don't
Right.
know it off the top of my head.
Legally, she can't and divulge that to
Okay. Do Seth's profits from recharge get deposited directly into the dispensary? That's my other
you. Right.
question.
Ooh, that's above my pay grade.
Oh, okay.
No, not in
What is
corporate
it?
anymore.
I do have a question about the other coffee shops in town. Why are
Mhm.
they awful compared to Recharge? Why are they so bad compared to Recharge Coffee? Is there an official statement you'd like to make on that, or you really can't because
Ooh,
you're in town?
ooh, I'm gonna say no comment on
Fair.
that one.
That's more than fair. Seth, would you like to answer why, compared to Recharge, the best coffee in America, are those other places so terrible?
Oh,
Really?
innumerable reasons. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, the location is one. It's
Uh-huh.
I guess,
Seth hand roasts
it's,
every bean, from what I understand, with a lighter. when he's
That's definitely a selling point, Seth.
uh-huh.
each batch is blessed by 5 different clergy, and yeah, you
Exactly.
cover everybody and anybody.
That's it. So let's get back to the small town. Have you spent any Christmases in a big town? Have you gone to Detroit or Chicago or anywhere where you spent a Christmas?
Ooh.
And what was the vibe if so? So it looks like no.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't a big town or anything, but there was a year where my family went to Arkansas,
Okay.
because my dad's family is from down there.
Really?
And I mean, yeah. And so we spent a Christmas down there. And I do remember that was the first Christmas ever that I remember there not being a whole lot of snow. It did snow while we were down there. And
You
I
snowed in
also remember that
Arkansas?
some of my family members, like,
Yeah.
was an inch of snow on the ground and they were like, should we not come? And it's like, not, you're fine.
It's a big deal. I guess it doesn't snow a lot down there, obviously.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't. But yeah, that's really the only thing that I can think of. I always go to Chicago for Christmas, around Christmas.
Okay.
I like to see the city. I like to see the windows downtown. I have a lot of fond memories of doing that around Christmas with my family.
Right.
Going to Macy's, it's called now. Seeing the big tree in the
What
walnut
was it called?
room,
What
and
was it called before? So, yes,
Marshall
we go back.
Fields.
Oh, is it? Oh, it didn't
Yeah,
change?
it's the one on State.
Mhm.
I was there,
Yeah, I
Seth,
think
with you.
I don't know. Did we go over there? I think we. I'm not sure if we.
Well, we
We
went
might
to
have
Marshall
stayed-
Fields. There's more than one.
Yeah, there's a couple. Well, yeah, there were. Did we go to the
We
one?
went to one and we saw Muhammad Ali there when I came to visit you, and that was
Oh
very
no,
cool.
that
What?
was at Water Tower.
Oh, that's not
Yeah,
Marshall Fields?
What was he
there
doing
might
at
have been
Water
there
Tower?
might have been a Marshall Fields in Water Tower.
Okay.
What was he doing there? I don't know. There's something was going on, some sort of event or something like
He
that.
said
But
he was
that's
looking
right.
for a decent cup of coffee. He was waiting for recharge to
Right.
open. That's what he said. He said he floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. I can't find a decent coffee, and that's how Seth got the idea for recharge.
Right.
I heard
It
that. Yeah.
sat with me for like 27 years. So
Yeah, exactly. So
that's
you've done it all. You've been out of your small town for the Christmas season, but
Mhm.
what is it being like? So you still go back for Christmas to your town, or do you stay in South Haven mainly for Christmas now?
Now we mainly do stay in South Haven. For years, we would have a Christmas at my parents' house in Sawyer.
Mhm.
But most of us live in like the South Haven, Pawpaw, Kalamazoo area now. So it just became
Pawpaw? Is that a
easier.
town? Pawpaw?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Mhm. Um, And I'm sure they do their own Christmas stuff too, honestly. But
There's
now
a town right next to South Haven is a town called Paw Paw. My mind's blown.
Yeah.
Seth, you've got to go and report. What is in Paw Paw?
A gas station. I know that much. There's a mobile station.
Okay.
St. Julian's Winery.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's in Paw Paw. They have a big wine festival there every fall. But other than that, there's not a whole lot there. You know, it's just your average town, a few restaurants, school, post office.
It just sounds very small southern town. To have it in Michigan is surprising, but I guess, I don't know. What do I know? Okay. So has there been a year where, especially like growing up as a teenager in a small town, where you just like, I can't stand this small town. I've got to get out. I've got to go to the big city. We see that in Hallmark movies too, where they're like, it's too constricting. I've got to go to the big city. And my dream of being an architect in Chicago, were there times where or did you always appreciate it? And you're like, this is so cool. And you had the perspective that it was special.
A little bit of both, honestly. I think I got the big city aspect with going to Chicago, you know, in the weeks leading up to Christmas. And then I really did like just all the stuff going on in the community while I was growing up. As far as, you know, getting out and getting into the big city, that was more of like just my long-term and general goal, not just Christmas. And I did move away for a little bit, but I always came back home for Christmas. And my mom and I, you know, I'm 33 and we still do our, you know, Christmas baking. That is a huge thing for us. We mark off a weekend and go out there and we still bake stuff together. And
what do you bake?
Well, a lot of Christmas cookies, brownies, the peanut butter cookies with the kisses in the middle.
Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Great cookies.
But it seems seems like every weekend in December, especially now as an adult, there's something going on. Like I sit dogs just as a side business, and usually I've already marked off all my weekends in December because there's some sort of market or, you know, family get together, or like the first weekend in December is strangely like my favorite weekend of the entire year.
Really?
Yes.
And why is that? Just because there's so many events going on?
And I usually decorate my house, which has been another really fun thing to do as an adult, because that was also a big thing for my family too. Now that I have my own home, I can, you know, decorate it myself, and we do family Christmas here now, which is really nice.
Oh, okay. At your house?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I see. So you're going, I mean, you have a busy season. You're walking dogs, you're baking, you're helping people get baked. I mean, you were like nonstop with people. This is really cool. Yeah. So if someone was in a big city listening right now, and we have, I mean, Seth, what's our last count? 48 million listeners, something like that.
Right.
It's amazing.
Our 48 million. It is unbelievable.
Oh, it's verified. I made it up and Seth verified it, Samantha. So it's verified. So if
he's a very credible person.
Yeah. If someone's listening from a big city, what would they be most surprised by about small town Christmas life? What do you think? If they came from New York or Chicago and they were like, now we're going to spend the 2 weeks before Christmas in South Haven or Paw Paw or your town, what's it called?
The one I grew up in?
Yes.
Sawyer.
Sawyer. Okay. Yeah. Or Sawyer. Say so Paw Paw, Sawyer, or South Haven. What would most surprise them about Christmas life there? Was it the pace? Because it seems to me like the pace would be really nice. People taking things a little slower.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people that come from the city, just in general, really like the pace of things here, because it is a little slower than, let's say, you know, Chicago or New York. But you still get a lot of that Christmas feel. You know, the towns are decorated, stores are having sales. Like I said, usually every weekend you can find somewhere that has Santa. You know, if you got little kids with you, you can usually find something to do with them, which, I mean, that could be a thing that isn't as prevalent in the big city too, or not as easy to find, I should say.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of things for kids to do in the season.
Right. Okay. Seth, well, you've done them both now. You've done Chicago Christmases since we've been doing the podcast. And now, is this last year you were in South Haven around Christmas, weren't you?
No, not really. I mean, no, not the week of. It was, it went up there the 31st of December, and then we're there for like a night, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I mean, kind of seeing everything. They just started decorating the trees. Although I'm convinced there were some lights on the trees like all year. I was like, I don't think they took. Oh, there are.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was the sativa, Seth.
Right. I was like, man, there's Christmas lights everywhere in this town. Awesome.
But no, I want to say like early October, I was walking around just downtown one day, and I saw a guy putting lights up on a lamppost, and I stopped and I said, is the city really doing that already? And he said, yeah. And I was like,
wow.
All right.
I like that. Extend the season. I was out last night, went to dinner with my daughter, and we saw the lampposts were already wrapped, and some of the street signs and stuff were up. It's early November. I mean, I thought that was pretty early, but that was pretty cool. So, okay.
Yeah,
so
unbelievable. There's a store as I was leaving on Sunday night, I think, or maybe it was in Saturday night, I was driving around. There's a store. It's got trees up. I might have sent you guys a video or a picture. But yeah, they got trees and all their decorations and everything are in the front window. I was like, wow, that was quick.
Oh, wow.
So,
no, you just send me pictures of a store with coffee named Recharge 550 Phoenix Street, everybody, South Haven, Michigan.
I'm sorry. I got the wrong picture roller. Okay.
Every day, Samantha, he sends me a picture of a cup of coffee and goes, it's the best coffee in town. That's what he texts every morning. It's how I wake up. Don't you wish
I
you were
mean,
here?
you got to advertise somehow.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like 600 miles away, though. Maybe go a little more local, I'm thinking. So if this is like you're out of, say you're somewhere like around the world and you smell something, is there a scent that says to you, this is Christmas in my small town? You do a lot of baking. Could it be like a sugar cookie candle or something? Because that happens. I could be somewhere and you smell something. It really takes you back to a place. Is there a smell that will do it for you?
So I really like the scent of Christmas trees. And as a kid, we would actually go to a Christmas tree farm and get a tree, put it on the back of the truck, and then
would you cut it from the ground, or was it just like pre-cut and you would pick it?
So a guy would come out like with a chainsaw, we'd pick one and they would cut it down and then drill a hole in the center of it. Now you mostly just get them at like garden centers. So there's Barden's Farm Market here in town. I think they do them. Sawyer Garden Center is a really popular one now, just from all over Southwest Michigan, because they have a lot of good variety of trees. So they don't really do the Christmas tree farms out here anymore, but yeah, definitely that. And then like candied pecans.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, like the candied almonds too. I don't know. That just reminds me of Christmas as well.
Did you make those growing up, or is it just that you would smell around?
Not really, but we had them a lot at the house during Christmas. They were one of my dad's favorites, so we just always had them around. And yeah.
Wow.
There was a store in town that sold those.
Are there? Is there a store in town that sells?
There might be.
Oh, Haven Market, in which Recharge is located. Very nice. Now, okay.
Those are great, but it's I see you bring up Christmas trees and stuff like that. I was driving out to Kalamazoo. I guess it was in March or something like that, and I passed what I thought was a Christmas tree farm. And I was like, I'm like, oh, it'd be great. I'll go back there at some point. There are very little trees and stuff. I've never gotten back, but it was always, that was my goal too.
I remember you showed me, you did send me a picture of that. And I was like, you've got to go back when they have them.
Yeah. And I was like, but yeah, the whole fantasy is go there and cut it down and everything like that.
Meet someone.
That's
Samantha, I want him to grab the tree he wants, and then from around the other side, his love interest grabs it around the other side, and their hands interlock. I think that would be really great.
I mean, that'd be the most memorable meet cute ever.
Yes, it would. We're trying to make it happen. We're working on it. So
South Haven might be the place that's going to happen.
That would be amazing. So let's just sum it up here. I'm sorry. Go on.
So I have noticed in South Haven. It's just come up in conversations and stuff like that. But there are a lot of grown males that enjoy Hallmark movies. I was just like, it's funny that demo from like, I'd say mid 40s to maybe early 60s. I was just getting conversations with people and stuff like that. I was like, oh.
And they all start talking about it, or you overhear them instead of like the Detroit Lions game. They're like, "Hey, did you see the Tyler Hines movie last night?"
Yeah, right. That's what everybody's talking about. What is going on in this little town?
We were talking about movies earlier, and actually, the town next to Sawyer called Three Oaks, which since moving back here from college, I've lived in Sawyer, Three Oaks, St. Joe, and now South Haven. So my husband and I have kind of just snaked up the coast. But
right.
I can't remember what year it was, maybe sometime in the 80s, but there was a movie called Prancer.
Okay.
And it was shot and filmed in Three Oaks.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Well,
they say
that's like their claim to fame.
is the Hollywood of the Mideast. I think the middle of the Mideast. What are you? The
Midwest.
Yes.
But yeah, it's about, I haven't seen it in so long. I'm pretty sure it's about one of Santa's reindeer that gets lost, but it's a live action movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Filmed right there. Well, there was, I guess that other one, Seth, you were an extra in one, was in Illinois, not Michigan.
Yeah. That was in Long Grove, Illinois.
Okay.
Which movie was that?
With Mario Lopez.
Seth co-starred with Mario Lopez. Did he put you in handcuffs, Seth?
Right.
That was just after.
Uh-oh.
That was after the film. The
I
scene.
don't think they're shooting Mario. Just shut up. Yeah, I was an extra in a Christmas movie a couple of years ago. Yeah, you barely see me.
He's being modest. He was Mario's co-star. He was like Zach Morris to AC, whatever his name was. So that's it's interesting. Okay, so Hollywood recognized it too in these areas and filmed some Christmas movies there. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So see, it's a thing. So let's wrap it up with this. What is one moment or memory or story that for you best sums up why small town Christmases are still magical for you? Is there one?
I mean, this may just be more for me personally, but the Christmas dog parades that I do, that reminds me so much of Christmas because my grandfather was very involved in them and he would get really into it, to the point where he rescued St. Bernards.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. And my grandma had a sweater for him made of dog hair.
Really?
And he would wear it. He would dress up like a dog. He'd paint his face like a dog and walk around. And yeah.
Did he have the rum, like right here, the little barrel of rum or whatever it is that they? Isn't it St. Bernards that carry that? There
were a few years where he dressed up as a monk and wore the barrel over it. They did have barrels for the dogs. I do remember that being their Christmas card photos couple years. But yeah, I think just the memory of my grandfather and just some of this, he's just an eccentric person.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah. And how involved he got in Christmas and how he got me involved in that. So that's something that's always going to stick out to me is the memory of my grandfather and the stuff that we used to do together. That's just Christmas to me.
Wow. I would love to see pictures of him like decked out head to toe like dog hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have pictures?
Yeah, somewhere. I know I do.
I'd love to share if you find them. I mean,
yeah.
I can't even picture
it. Thinking he's driving the car from the van from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, he's all in. That's awesome. Wow, that's cool. So, and yeah, I love it. So, okay, so that is a really fun memory, and that really only works in a small town. If you do that in a big town, might get, they'll probably send you away for a while. So.
Or you just get completely overlooked. I mean, you think in New York, there's people dressed like cartoon characters all over the place. You know what I mean?
That's true. Right. He'd just be in Times Square.
Bat an eye.
Fair. Good point. Okay. So, I love it. So we got a little bit of everything. So we found out what Christmas is like growing up in various small towns, in South Haven, in Sawyer, or you grew up in Sawyer, but now you're experiencing it in South Haven. Sounds magical. So Seth, this is your first Christmas in a Hallmark small town because you've had Christmas seasons in Houston and not exactly it's giving, winter feels, and which some people might like. It's too big of a town for me to enjoy Christmas. This know now is your first in South Haven, small town. So as we leave, one last thing, Samantha, is there one thing this holiday season in South Haven that Cousin Seth should do, a must-do activity to make his season complete? Because Seth will just say, drink more recharge coffee, everybody.
Right.
What would you suggest? Dressing up like a dog?
Definitely the tree lighting ceremony.
Okay.
That one is always really nice. A lot of people in the community come out. They've got the South Haven royalty there. The Miss South Haven lights up the tree.
Oh.
Yeah, at least that's what they've done the past couple of years.
Seth is single, Samantha. Should he date Miss South Haven?
Should I put my name in the ring?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Miss South Haven. The oldest resident that lives in South Haven is usually how it's chosen.
Yeah, he's kind of Mr. South Haven these days, so that could be a nice match. Okay, so he has to go to the tree lighting. He has to.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. The parade that I think takes place the same day. It's been difficult for me to go the past couple of years because either I've been working or we go out of town and stay with my husband's family for Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's usually the day after Thanksgiving. So, we do Thanksgiving and then we come back like in the morning and it's a 3-hour drive. So unless we get up super, super early, the parade is usually done. Now, last year I was working and my boss let me go down there as a way to promote Green Door. Just to walk in the parade and wear stuff. And Ringo, my dog, came with me. And we actually just did that for the Halloween one too, just since it's getting kind of slower season.
Yeah.
My boss just said, well, go down there.
Promote it. Yeah. How about have you thought about handcuffing Seth? Putting a dispensary shirt on him and dragging him around town, because that would, meld everything together and just drag him wherever for a promotion.
I already got the shirt. It's just that much easier.
I love that idea. Okay.
We'll get you a little wagon. I'll pull you in a wagon.
Yes, exactly. Just handcuff him to the wagon. That's fine.
Yeah. Great for Green Door's business. Mine took a little bit of a stumble.
You can just hold a cup of coffee,
There you go.
With the Recharge logo.
And bark.
And bark.
A leash around my neck.
This is amazing. Well, Samantha, thank you so much for sharing your experience with the small town. Everybody check out Behind the Business podcast. Samantha's newer at it. It's just a handful of shows so far, but one includes Cousin Seth. You've got to check that out. This Cousin Seth Without a Safety Net. I love the episode. I do want to follow up maybe after his first year, because that would be cool to see how the business goes, right? To see how it's going from there. And then you can also check out the Green Door dispensary in South Haven, Michigan.
The Green Door. Yep.
The Green Door. Seth's smiling. He loves that place. He tells
not
me all
doing
about
appearances there.
But you do appear there enough, so you could be. If he's not at Recharge, he's at the Green Door. So thank you so much, Samantha. Thank you, of course, Cousin Seth. This is going to be a wild holiday season. I'm very excited. Thank you, everybody. Check us out, Christmas Cousins Pod, on Facebook and Instagram and everything else. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, Samantha.